Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick here dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having a great week, man. We are moving along so rapidly in this year, and I hope that you have found your center, that you have set your sights on something so that you finish this year strong. Because how you finish this year isn't just about this year, it's about the momentum that you're going to take into next year. It was about this time last year I started to talk about 2022, what I wanted to do and what I wanted to help other people do. And that's still my force in moving. But I'm also now looking into 2023 because I'm not one that believes in waiting on the point where you get to a transition phase or you get to a point where change is taking place to begin to behave in a certain way. You build momentum, you set plans, you create strategies, you develop mindsets and energies around the things you want to accomplish long before it's time to accomplish them. And so you should already have 2023 in your sights, in your visions. It doesn't mean that you're ignoring the work that has to be done now, but you are already envisioning what the outcome of putting in the work looks like down the line. It's what provides encouragement. It's what provides spiritual, emotional, and physical momentum. It's necessary. So I hope that that's what's happening. Look, before I get into this, and I'm not going to be long today at all, before I get in this real quick announcement. Look, the Crushing Limiting Beliefs course, a course that has sold for as high as $4,000, which will go online on September the 1st for $1,500, is now being offered to you for $27. $27 just for a limited time, because again, at the end of this month, it is going up online and it will be priced and structured and everything will be automated. And so there will not be any discounts. Also, you're going to receive the Breaking the Curse of Procrastination course as a free incentive. And finally, you're going to receive a rapid change breakthrough session with yours truly, a value of $350. Here's the final announcement on this. I'm not going to try to sell this to you. If you need to be sold on getting a $4,000 course at $27 plus a free course and a free session with me, this isn't for you. But here, this is something that everybody needs to pay attention to because it's already in effect. And that is, people have become very creative with the promos I'm offering, trying to help people and get people exposed to the things that we're doing while they're at certain prices. Or I've been reducing them and doing all kind of crazy stuff. People have become real creative, and I understand it, and it's all great. But if you have benefited from a promo where you received a free session, a rapid change breakthrough session with me, it can only happen once. Because people are getting real creative, finding, low cost promos where I'm doing it, where I'm trying to get people to do something, then follow up with them. People are starting to stack these breakthrough sessions, which are $350 sessions. So if you've already received a promo rapid change breakthrough session where you got it for free on the promo, that's the only time. Now, if you can purchase as many as you want to, and if I offer them at a discounted price separately, you can buy it at the discounted price. But getting them inside of promos, once you've had a session with me, that session is meant for you to get a breakthrough. It's meant for you to expose you to me. It's meant for you to make a determination if I'm the person you want to work with. That's how that's designed. And so people are actually building pretty good session packages by, just finding the little inexpensive promos that I'm offering, the one offers. If you've already got a promo, if you've already got a promo free deal, then you have to purchase. Now, for those who have and still want to connect with me, I have a link in there. You can get that rapid change breakthrough session for half off today. But for everybody who wants the Crushing Limited Beliefs course, it's $27 right now. Go for it. Let's talk. There's a lot of talk and has been talk for years about people understanding their value, people knowing their worth. And there's this conversation. There's all these gurus that will tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and in knowing your worth. There are on both sides, men and women, telling each other how they should behave, what they should accept, what they should do, and understanding here's the challenge, and this is the secret that I want to give you about value and worth, about knowing your value and knowing your worth and what it means. When you know your value and your worth, then you don't have to be told what you should accept and what you should put up with and what you should demand. When you know your value, your instincts about protecting your value will automatically dictate how you engage people and the parameters and boundaries you set. When someone has to consistently remind you that you are allowing someone or some situation or some entity in business, a job, or whatever to handle you in a way that you don't deserve to be handled, it means that you have in some way disconnected from the understanding of who you are. And the only way that you're going to recapture that is to revisit and reconstruct your self-image, because your self-image is the way you view yourself in the world. And when you have a marred self-image, a corrupted self-image, a disturbed self-image or self-concept, what happens is, dependent upon how it's disturbed and the reality that's presented and what is accepted in that reality, you are always going to be the thoughts and the ideas you accept about yourself. You're never going to perform consistently above that, because your limitations will be set how you see yourself in the world. For whatever reason, you may have had issues as a child that labeled you a certain way that made you feel insecure about who you were. You may have had situations in relationships where you were treated so poorly, you start to believe that that's what you deserved. And it became a reality in how you saw yourself in the world. You're not going to simply walk out and say, I'm worthy. You're not going to simply walk out and say, I have value. And you can say it all day long, but I'm watching how you move. I'm watching what you're willing to tolerate. I'm watching what you're willing to accept. I'm also watching what you will demand of yourself. What type of expectations are you setting for yourself? See, when you know you're worthy, you also know your worth comes by what you produce and what you bring to the table in the world, not just in relationships, but how are you impacting the world? How are you applying this value that you possess in a way that it's changing things around you, not only for you, for the other people in your periphery, for other people that are in contact with you? See, when you know your value, you execute your purpose. When you know your value, when you know your worth, you demand a certain thing from others around you, but you also demand certain things from yourself. So when you don't have that, when someone has to tell you, you don't let someone do you like that. Stop letting people do you like that. You're too valuable. Your worth is better. Your worth is higher than that. Then it's not that they are lying to you. It's that they see something in you that you don't, and but what they see doesn't matter. What it means is you need to go inside and find out where the disruption took place. You need to go inside and find out what about yourself you see that makes it okay to settle for less. Settle for less from others, settle for less from yourself, and you must demand more. But you have to understand that it's going to require a reconstruction of your self-image, your self-concept, how you see yourself, because your self-image is going to have a direct influence on your self-esteem, and your self-esteem is going to have a direct influence on your self-confidence. And then that's where a lot of the issues are coming from, is because the way you see yourself in the world, the way you see the world around you, the way you feel the world has power to impact you, or you have power to impact the world, is a part of your self-image. It's how you feel you move in the world and where you fit in the world, and how you are going to operate in the world. So then what happens? What happens is you're going to have to find the value in who you are. You're going to have to discover the gifting in who you are. It says your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. There's something inside of you that's exceptional. There's something inside of you that's extraordinary. I have yet to meet a person in all of my work and all of my encounters around this world. And I have yet to find someone who did not have a gift. Now, I have been in cultures and environments where they weren't searching for the gift. I have been in cultures and environments where the very nature of the operation was to suppress the gift, because people operating in their gifts are people operating in power. And there are places where people where the powers that be don't want people to operate in power because they're more difficult to control. But what I can tell you is everybody has a gift. When you discover your gift, it will explain so much about you. It will introduce you to your purpose. And when you discover your purpose, it will not only explain your pain, but it will ignite a passion in you. It will unveil this value that other people see that keep telling you you shouldn't accept, you shouldn't put up with, you should demand more of yourself. You were not put here to simply survive. You were not put here to live a life of poverty. You were not put here to be mishandled by people. You were not put here to be disrespected by people. You were put here to have an impact on this world. You were put here to move in a way that was so exceptional that people will approach you and ask you how you did it. And then you would pour into them the very things that are inside of you, and you change the world. You infect the world. You empower the world by living life at the fullness of your design. But you got to search yourself and find the gift. You've got to search yourself and find the gift. Simply saying I know my worth means absolutely nothing, because when you know your worth, you don't have to tell people. They'll see it in the boundaries you set. They'll see it in the standards you operate by. They'll see it in your character. They'll see it in your integrity. They'll see it in how you move. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that if your life isn't a reflection of this value that everyone's talking about, or that you are stating and declaring, then there's a problem, and you need to look inside and find the answer and the solution. And it's there. Poverty isn't your lot in life. Suffering isn't your lot in life. Being the footstool of someone else isn't your lot in life. Living average is not your lot in life. You have a purpose. You have something inside of you that is capable of producing greatness. But you're going to have to search within yourself. You're going to have to set the boundaries. You are going to have to move in a way that is reflective of this value that's on the inside of you. You have to release that value in a way that people experience it. And when you release the value that's in and people experience it, they will respect the value. And as you see the value as it permeates the realm around you, you'll start to understand the power it possesses, and you'll start to raise the standard. You'll start to demand more of people around you, not just in how they treat you, but in how they treat themselves. That's the power you possess inside of you, but you're going to have to search yourself and determine what's in there right now that's not demanding more of you, that's not demanding that you demand more of people who deal with you. That's the thing. Value is an expressive reality, not simply a declaration. On that note, look, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Again, if you are looking for an unbelievable opportunity to really attract, and actually, this is a good place to start with reevaluating your self-image and crushing limiting beliefs. It's about dealing with all those limits that you've accepted about yourself, all of those ideas that put you in a box. This thing is definitely as good as it's going to get as far as value and price. $27, you're going to get it. You're going to get Breaking the Curse of Procrastination and a free rapid change breakthrough session with me, if you haven't already had a free rapid change breakthrough session with yours truly. On that note, I am out of here. You guys have an unbelievable day.